Welcome back to The Frequency Show. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is your go-to space for emotional and financial freedom, where we dive into non-duality, effortless living, and how to align with your true nature. I'm Cole, the Bridge, and as always, I'm joined by the impersonal millionaire himself, Maverick. What's up, Mav?
Not much, Cole. Just here to drop some wisdom bombs, as usual. And today, we've got a special one. We're talking about the one, the only Earl Nightingale, the man who literally defined what it means to think your way into abundance.
Yeah, Earl Nightingale. Some of you might be wondering, who's that? Well, let's just say he's one of the OGs of personal development. His teachings weren't just about motivation, they were about understanding the nature of the mind and how it connects to your reality. Sound familiar, Maverick?
Absolutely, Cole. Earl was one of the first to bridge the gap between non-duality and practical success. He didn't call it non-duality outright, but his core message was crystal clear. You become what you think about. Simple, yet life-changing.
So, let's break it down. For anyone unfamiliar, Earl Nightingale's most famous work is The Strangest Secret, and that secret is what you just said. You become what you think about. But Maverick, let's connect the dots for our listeners. How does that tie into non-duality?
Good question. In non-duality, we talk about the idea that your true self isn't the ego, the mind, or the body. It's infinite awareness. Earl's message aligns perfectly with this. He taught that the thoughts you dwell on shape your reality because your awareness, your focus is like a laser beam. What you focus on, you expand. If you focus on lack, you'll live in lack. But if you focus on abundance, voila, you align with it effortlessly.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Earl also talked a lot about the power of goals. He said most people drift through life like a ship without a rudder because they don't know where they're going. But if you set a clear intention, like you're already living in the end result, you start to align with that reality.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really deep. Earl wasn't just saying, set a goal and hustle like crazy. He was saying, align your thoughts with who you already are in that end result. It's not about forcing or chasing, it's about embodying. That's non-duality in action. Effortless being, Cole.
Effortless being. I like that. So, Maverick, how does someone start? What's the first step to applying Earl's teachings?
It all starts with awareness, my friend. Pay attention to the stories you're telling yourself. Are you constantly thinking about what you don't have? Are you identifying with lack, failure, or fear? If so, gently redirect your focus. Earl said, "We are all self-made, but only the successful will admit it." In other words, your current reality is a reflection of your past thoughts. But the good news is, you can change that right now.
You know what I love about Earl's message? It's so empowering. He didn't sugarcoat it, but he also didn't make it feel overwhelming. It's like he's saying, hey, you've got the power, use it. And for someone like me who spent years unlearning old beliefs and stepping into abundance, that message really resonates.
Same here. And let's not forget one of Earl's other key messages, gratitude. He emphasized that being grateful for what you already have is one of the fastest ways to shift your vibration. Gratitude aligns you with abundance because it reminds you that you already are abundant.
That's beautiful. So, for anyone listening who feels stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of their next step, start here. Get clear on what you want. Assume it's already yours. And practice gratitude daily. It's not about forcing, it's about aligning.
And remember, Earl's teachings aren't just about financial success, they're about holistic abundance. He believed that true wealth includes health, relationships, personal growth, and fulfillment. So whether your goal is to build a business, create better relationships, or just live with more peace, the principles are the same.
That's so important, Maverick. It's not just about chasing a dollar, it's about creating a life that feels rich in every way. And Earl Nightingale's teachings are a roadmap for exactly that.
Absolutely, Cole. This show is here to help people move from striving to simply being, where life becomes joyful and abundant by nature. And on that note, let's introduce something special, a remastered message from Earl Nightingale himself.
Yes, here's the podcast of the great Earl Nightingale himself, The Strangest Secret. Enjoy and let your life flow.
If you deliberately plan to be less than you are capable of being, then I warn you that you will be unhappy for the rest of your life. you'll be evading your own capacities, your own possibilities. We all come from poor backgrounds, some of us more recently than others, and the ancient fear of making a decision that could result in disaster still haunts the corridors of our minds. We really don't have time to keep saying no if we expect to succeed. Survival should not be the only option for a human being. Human beings simply require more. Why should we not say yes to a life?
Why do some people do so well in life, while so many more do not? It is our attitude toward life which will determine life's attitude toward us. We shape our own lives, and the shapes of them will be determined by our attitudes. There are literally millions of human beings living narrow, darkened, frustrated lives, living defensively, simply because they take a defensive, doubtful attitude toward themselves, and as a result, toward life in general. Attitude is a reflection, a result of a person's will. It is incalculably powerful. Actions trigger feelings, just as feelings trigger actions. A good attitude can change a person's life as dramatically as walking from a darkened room into the bright, clear light of day. You must first become, mentally, from an attitude standpoint, that which you wish to achieve.
What we do is a matter of choice. We are what we do and how we do what we do. But what we do and how we do what we do are matters of personal choice. We are the only creatures on the planet Earth with a choice as to what we do and how we do it. And saying yes can lead us to excellence. Yes, I will do that to the very best of my ability. If you think you can succeed in a large way and play it safe at the same time, you're sadly mistaken. Success takes risk. It takes full commitment. You go out on the limb, so to speak, and take your chances alone. Sometimes one wonders how many times we must be bludgeoned over the head with liberating truth before we can muster the confidence to stand up on our own hind legs and build great lives for ourselves. Listen to that inner voice. Dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so shall you become. Your vision is the promise of what you shall one day be. Your ideal is the prophecy of what you shall at last unveil. Dreams are the seedlings of realities. Into your hands will be placed the exact results of your own thoughts. You will receive that which you earn, no more, no less. Stop carrying around a mental picture of yourself as a defeated, worthless person. Stop dramatizing yourself as an object of pity and injustice. For real self-esteem is not derived from the great things you've done, the things you own, or the mark you've made, but an appreciation of yourself for what you are.
The exciting story unfolding upon this inner screen is one which is invented every second of your life, yesterday, tomorrow, but most important, right now. Since you are the dramatist, the director, and the actor, you can change the story as it unfolds, now, this instant, and for your whole lifetime. You can be the hero and conquer the villain. It's all inside you. It all depends on what you do with an image you carry inside you, an image which is your most important tool for good or for ill. It all depends on you and your self-image.
We become what we think about. We become successful to the extent of our true desires and determination. Risk and success are at opposite ends of the same balancing beam. You cannot have one without the other. Human being with a gift of consciousness to take life and all that's connected with life for granted, to live each day as his or her due, and quite likely find more to criticize than to be grateful for. Yet that's exactly how millions live out their lives. They often give the impression that they have a contract with forever, when it's really for only a handful of years.
Stay tuned to the frequency of FLM, fun, love, and money. Live a lucky life.